Hi, my name is Rudy and I'm going to talk to you today about President Biden's new Build Back Better framework. Anyways, I'll keep it as short as humanly possible, but there's a lot of important information in here, including the fact that in this bill, which was like $2 trillion or something insane, and it includes tons and tons of like funding for like businesses to to build and build back better America. But more importantly, I wanted to talk to you about the most transformative investment in children and caregiving in generations, which is what they call it. The framework will save most American families more than half of their spending on childcare over the next 2 years of preschool, 3 and 4 year olds in America, give more than 35 million families a major tax cut by expanding the child tax credit, and access to high quality care for older Americans and people with disabilities. The largest effort to combat climate change, that was a whole another section. But anyways, they're saying that if you make less than I believe it's what, $400,000, you will not pay a penny more in taxes. And I thought that was really interesting. And here I'll show you. Okay, here we go. So it's going to provide for universal free preschool for all 3 and 4 year olds, the largest expansion of universal and free education in the United States and communities across America, the country, with established high school 100 years ago. Here's the thing. I don't know if you remember, but when you were kids, I don't remember paying for anything. I believe that the schools were like really good. They were clean. People cared. The teachers were loving. And it was a lot of fun. But it's like over the years, it seems like the teachers are complaining that they don't have pencils and they don't have textbooks, that, their materials are old, that you have to provide for, these kind of supplies for your kids. And I don't know where that all started to change, but, now hopefully with this new free universal and preschool, that they will, bring things back to the way they used to be. Anyways, let's move on. Preschool in the United States costs about $8,600 a year. The Build Back Better framework will enable states to expand access to free preschool for more than 6 million children per year and increase the quality of preschool for many. Sorry, it's in the way here. For many more children already enrolled. Importantly, parents will be able to send children to high quality preschool in the setting of their choice, from public schools to childcare providers to Head Start. The program will lead to a lifelong educational and economic benefits for children and parents, and this is a transformational investment in America's future economic competitiveness. In fact, research shows that for every dollar invested in high quality early childhood care and education can yield $3 to $7 over the long run. So, which brings in the question of, how will this affect you? Well, it's going to be here in this section, which is, so if you're earning less than $300,000 per year, you will pay no more than 7% of their income on childcare for children under 6. That will be really interesting to see how they're going to determine that 7%. Anyways, parents who are looking for work, participating in an education or training program, and who are making under 2.5 times their state's median income will receive support to cover the cost of quality care on a sliding scale capped at 7% of their income. The framework will help states expand access to high quality, affordable childcare to about 20 million children per year, covering 9 out of 10 families across the country with young children. For 2 parents with 1 toddler earning $100,000 per year, the framework will produce more than $5,000 in childcare savings per year. Better access to high quality childcare can increase the likelihood that parents, especially mothers, are employed in rural education will be receiving these benefits. But here's the thing. Right now, a lot of these families are already receiving free childcare, if your income is below a certain point. Now they're expanding the program, and I'm guessing that, the 7% mark of your income is going to determine whether or not, you're going to get the free childcare, or if you're going to uh, get any benefit out of this. My biggest concern has always been, those parents that are working at, let's say, Walmart. They get like, their hours for the week, and it's only like, 20 hours or 30 hours, which is not even enough to pay your rent. And with housing prices the way it is now, it's really tough. And I just kind of wonder, is this really going to make a change? And I hope it does, without doing too much damage to everyone else and also the small businesses that have childcares. Moving on, they get into the older Americans. They're going to provide households with up to $3,600 or $300 per month in tax cuts per child by extending the American Rescue Plan's expanded child tax credit. I don't know, but a lot of you are receiving about $225 per child, and up to like, I think it's $500. Right now we have 2 kids and we get about $550 a month in child tax credit that gets deposited directly to our account. So we're going to see a small boost in there, and it's all the way up to, your child reaches 17. And then I'm going to move on. Be careful with this one on your taxes, people. When you do your taxes, you got to make sure that you show this in the proper section of your tax return. That way they don't like overdo it or underdo it, and you can get an audit if you're not careful enough, at least from the state. The largest effort to combat climate change, again, that's a whole nother subject. I don't know. In California, going electric is a very big thing. Consumer rebates. Then let me see here, healthcare plan. They're expanding the healthcare. Moving on. Here we're going to talk about the earned income credit. Now, earned income credit is really nice, and I'm glad that they're keeping it there. That really gives a help at the end of the year when you do your taxes, and you should talk to your accountant or tax preparer to make sure that you're getting the most of this earned income tax credit. Now, moving on to, again, high quality education. They're increasing the Pell Grant by $550. Well, $550, that in California is about 2 units, but it also means that they're going to be looking at providing 4 years of community college for free. So I'm not sure how that works, for people that are getting FAFSA, which are basically getting it free anyways. But I don't know, I guess free upon free, somewhere's in there, it might make sense, but I still haven't figured it out. And I'm waiting, to see, what the framework actually breaks down to be, when it gets down to the ground, when you go go to college and find out, either you're going to get more money back or really no change, because it's basically free if you're, in California. They are going to be, let me find something good here. Large profitable corporations, that's called capitalism. They're going to invest in overhauling the tax administration, and that's going to be, kind of interesting. Now, moving on to The part that people, let me see here. Let me find it. Better back framework, blah, blah, blah. It comes down. What it really comes down to is if you're a small business, you you really need to look into your state, on their websites. In California is CalGrant, and also your SBA, to find out, like, are there going to be any more grants? Are there going to be any other opportunities, to help boost your business? I don't know if you're like us, but we had in 2020 with grants a significant increase in income. And then at the same time, we also lost a majority of our clients. In 2021, this year, it came to a more of a reality when, we're running at about 20% capacity, and the parents are staying home, they're working from home, they're not bringing their kids in. They are, let me see if I can go back. Screen sharing, stop share. So the parents are, keeping their kids at home. A lot of parents are working from home. They are, in our case, I'm sorry, we have a childcare, a large home childcare, and I was talking about, like how it affects us. So anyways, we're running at 20% capacity, and it's very difficult to get new parents. Now they're passing this framework, for Build Back Better America, giving free universal preschool for all these kids, our clients. So, which makes me wonder, like, hey, are the parents gonna come back to childcare, or are they gonna choose the free universal preschool that they call it? And it's really, really a tough issue to deal with, when you're trying to plan out for the next year. I don't know, what programs are available where you are, but we are choosing to join Head Start. We're going to participate in, a government program that hopefully will, allow them to, the parents to have a choice to bring their children here rather than just to a public school with, 20, 30 students and an assistant. So, again, building the strength in your business at this point is really important. Being out there looking for all these grants, in your individual state is really important. And it's a very unsettling time because they pass all these bills and we never really know how it's going to affect us, But the only thing I can tell you is that when they say free to a parent, chances are you're going to lose that parent to a local school. So make sure you're registered with, a Head Start program in your state. Try to stay up to date with, maybe the school district in your area that could be administering this, or your local subsidy program leader. In our case, the CCRC. You must stay up to date on these. And I wish you all the best. I wanted to keep this short, and everything always tends to be a little bit long when you start digging into it. Anyways, my name is Rudy Bernasconi. Have a great day.